Hi, hello. I'm the Queen of Daggers, and I hold the cards. Virgo, welcome to your monthly overview for March of 2022. Now, before I begin, I would like to say, if you're new here or returning and have not done so already, I would greatly appreciate it if you could hit the little button to subscribe. And should you, for any reason and any question, none is too great, none is too small, my email is in the description box should you request a reading. You may also just send me a nice hello, and I will respond. It will be quite cute. So, Virgo. Shaping up to be a good month. I must say, I'm grateful, and I hope I'm part of this general reading. I have 4 Virgo placements, including my Sun, my Rising, my Venus, and my Jupiter. So, let us succeed together, I hope. And if not, I will enjoy watching you as you succeed yourself. Now, your sign part for this month is the Emperor. You're going to find your power. You may be building your empire as we speak and not even realize it. If so, I wish you great luck, although it seems you may not even need it. It's going to be a very good month. There's a lot of green around him. You may find yourself prospering more than you expected, or you may come into some money you didn't know about. It might be an inheritance. It might simply be something you didn't see coming, working in the background for you. And I did receive an angel oracle from a dear friend. It's gifted to me. It is not quite the angel oracle you may expect from a reader, should you watch many of these. It is called the Angelarium, and I'm very grateful for it. You received Suklof. You wanted to come out the Angel of Verdancy. Now, I must confess I do not have all of this memorized, and I will have to check the book for this. I hope you enjoy my reading voice. The wind moves through the grass and waves, carrying with it the seeds of growth. It flows across the landscape and burrows into the cool soil. Beneath the fallow earth, seeds vibrate and burst, changing the loam. Transmuted life, already craving the open air and the ecstasy of sunlight. It is nature and natural for plant life to seek the sky and the blessing of the sun. With this simple act, no, prayer, the dominion of Suklof expands. With open hands, Suklof denies decay and defies entropy. All is written where Suklof wanders. Let your roots take hold and allow the gaze of Suklof to fall on you. It is a season for blossoming. Signs, a branch, a flower, a seed. Isn't that wonderful? Now, if you happen to be a writer in academia at all, you may see your work published this month. You may find yourself in the public eye unexpectedly this month as well. For what, I do not know, but it may occur. This will be a month of great growth for you, Virgo. However, in the dark mirror, you have gilded regret. You were thinking too much of the past. Many of the cards for your career did try to come out in chunks, so did some for your personal growth. That's what we're looking at first. So, try not to think too much of your prior failures. They will not affect this, although you may think they will. I assure you, that is in the past, and you need not worry about it. If I lisp at all, I apologize. My ataxia is acting up greatly today, so my hands might shake a little as well, but it's okay. We're all good. We're all good, Virgo. So, my. You start with imagination. Whatever seeds you've sown are certainly going to blossom. You've been thinking about something for a while. You've had this plan or this idea. Go with it. Go with it. You have the aid of painting. You have discipline. Stay on your tasks. Drink water. And I say that to myself as well. Keep yourself hydrated. Maybe watch your diet a little bit. Eat some more greens. I don't know why that flew into my head, but it did. You must stick to your schedule. Even if you feel a bit tired, you will be able to summon the strength to do it. Even if it seems tough, you will be able to do it, I promise. Now, with the woman of music, you have loud and more loud, The living music floats upon the air. I would also like to take this time to mention this is the William Blake-inspired tarot deck. He was a writer, a poet, an artist, and a scientist from, I believe, the 18th century. He was the pioneer of the cosmic consciousness, the very concept that we are all connected to the universe, and all universal knowledge lay within us, should we choose to tap into it. So, dear Virgo, tap into it, please. You have the man of music right next to the woman of music. Oh, isn't that interesting? Good for you. Music as it exists in old tunes or melodies, its inspiration cannot be surpassed. It is perfect and eternal. So all the things you think of as regret, and all of the paths you've tried to take before, when you think of them, take inspiration from them, and think of what you learned, not what didn't work. Take the lessons, and not the despair. The despair is over. You are on a new path. If you've started something new, it will go very well. Repose. Allow yourself to rest. Take breaks. Maybe start meditating. If you don't do that, guided meditation is good. There's someone on YouTube, Joe T. He does excellent guided meditations. I like to listen to him before I sleep at night. I haven't done that in a minute, so I think I may need to get that discipline back myself and do so. I do not know him personally. I don't. I just enjoy his voice very much. But do take breaks. Drink water. Drink more water. If you're drinking water, continue doing so. Get one of those flavor things if that helps you. Or grab some electrolyte thing. Coconut water or aloe juice are very good for that. If you're in a pinch, you happen to have, it sounds very strange, a quarter teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of maple syrup, and half a teaspoon of baking soda, and you stir it in a glass of water, it helps replenish electrolytes if you're very dehydrated. I found that via Google one day, and it actually works. So. We also have the man of poetry to justify the ways of God to man. So you may find yourself in the public eye. If you're spiritual, people may listen. And people will be listening to you in general, whatever it is you happen to do. Like I said, you may find yourself published. But most importantly, listen to yourself. And the people in your circle will take you quite seriously this month when you need them to. So be quite grateful, Virgo. That does not happen to everyone. And they will not try to sabotage you for it, unlike Leo, who is going to have quite a successful month, but maybe having to shed some old contacts because of it. If you have Leo in your chart, I'm sorry, but it will be for the best. We have passion, the ace of music in reverse, the desire of man being infinite, the possession is infinite, and himself infinite. Now, you may feel like you're running out of steam at some point. Most likely, if you are not keeping yourself disciplined, and this may be where discipline comes into play. Whatever it is you've been working on, whether it is yourself or something else, you may at some point feel like you've hit some kind of plateau, or like you simply cannot do it anymore. You may feel a bit exhausted, which is why you need to rest, but stay on your course. It will go well. You will be fine. We all feel like that at times. Now you have practice in reverse with the 3 of painting. I show you every card because in this deck the imagery is everything and you may see something that I do not. So, again, as you feel as if you're running out of steam, you may feel like it's not quite worth continuing. It is, especially if you're finding yourself in the public eye. I don't recommend you stop now. So, and at some point you may feel like you found a couple hiccups, like you're not quite good enough. You're going to experience imposter syndrome, Virgo. Then again, wouldn't don't you experience imposter syndrome, Virgo? Do not focus on that. You will be fine. I know you, Virgo. I am you. To a degree. With a child of painting. You will do well. And I think you will find some kind of inner peace. And you will regain your passion. You will regain your inspiration. It's just going to maybe be a week, or honestly probably just a couple days, where you feel a little out of touch. It will pass. It'll be okay. Don't spend too much time on it in your mind. We all have our moments again. Do not allow one moment to spoil it all. Do not allow one moment to spoil it all. Oh, I love when that happens. Okay. This is your career, Virgo. This is what you can expect or meditate upon for your career this month now. Like I said, you're going to be in the public eye. Look at you, right away showing up in your own reading. You're going to be in the public eye, and you will not believe it. And then you will feel imposter syndrome, and it will be quite difficult for you to understand how you found yourself in that position in the first place. It happens. It happens, but accept that cup and accept where you are. And you'll be quite grateful once you get past convincing yourself you are not good enough to stay strong in your power. You may need to balance your femininity and masculinity a bit. You may feel a bit out of touch with your femininity. That is simply how things go sometimes. You will be alright. Just try to remember every part of yourself. And don't get too hung up on what you think you should be doing when what you are doing is just fine. You do have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And the Three of Swords in reverse. Right next to each other. So whatever you were dealing with in the past, it is over, and you're going to have a nice fresh breath of fresh air, whichever it is. And it will catch you by surprise. You do not see any of this coming. You really do not see any of this coming. It may feel as a daydream for a little bit, or it may feel a bit surreal. You may try to convince yourself that you're not on the right path, that you're alone, that you may have some of the things you wanted, but either it's not enough, or you're not good enough, or undeserving, so you're hiding away from your cups, or you may feel a bit lonely. You may feel a little bit lonely, even if you're surrounded by people. You are not alone, and they do appreciate you, and they do want you around, and you are deserving of the attention you get. I know you may feel otherwise, but try not to focus too much on those thoughts. Now you have the Five of Cups sideways. So again, you can focus very much on regret, on what didn't work in the past, and ignore the fact that things are working right now. You may focus too much on those old burdens and that old heartache, and not see what's laying before you. This is your choice. You do not have to feel that way. This is up to you. It's very much up to you. But, like I said, you may be receiving some unexpected money. It will come very much out of nowhere. And I recommend you don't really question it. When it does, it may also just be related to the unforeseen attention. And again, you will not believe it. You will feel imposter syndrome, very much so. Because you're not used to so many people listening to you. You're not used to being seen as a figure of authority, taken so seriously in whatever it is you're doing. You may not feel like a master, beginner, apprentice, master, with the prongs on his thing there. I cannot recall the words. But in the Rider-Waite Smith, the hat has 3 levels as well. Someone told me that once. It was quite interesting. I think it was Aquarian Tarot. If you do not watch him, I recommend it. He's very wonderful. He's a very wonderful gentleman, very calming. The Sun in reverse. Virgo. don't get too stuck on things. Don't think too much of the past. Again, you may sit there and break your own heart for a moment and refuse to see that there's so much good happening, or assume you do not deserve it, and I don't wish to repeat myself, so continue on your path. It's going far better than you think, and you are not alone. There is someone beside you. You just may not notice them. You are going to want to lay down and give up at some point, I think. And most likely because you're getting so much attention, and you don't know what to do with it, and you're afraid of failure. You will not fail, that is all in your mind. Do not obsess over that thought, because you're going to be quite happy. You're going to be quite happy. You may fear that it will fall apart. You will certainly fear that it will fall apart. Or you could become a little arrogant on it, or honestly, I think you're dealing with other people's arrogance. I think someone might try to show you up, or someone might try to bully you, in a sense. Maybe if you're big on social media, you'll get some trolls or something, or someone you just don't really like might try to come out and steal your thunder, or just bother you in general. You may find someone a bit more agitating than usual. I wouldn't pay much attention. Keep with whatever you're doing. You've taken the right one. You've chosen the right path. Try to push aside your doubts. And it's not over yet. It is going to get even better. You will not believe this. You do not believe me right now, but it will get better. Just keep forging ahead. Do not overthink. Yes, it is coming to you. It is. It is. You are already good at what you do. Stop getting caught up in this reverse magician. You're the Emperor. This month you're the Emperor. And you may meet someone you do not expect to meet, perhaps related to your work. You may simply be celebrating, but some of you will meet someone unexpected, and you'll hit it off quite well. Good for you. Well, Virgo, this looks like quite an exciting month. Your main problems are yourself, as usual, overthinking, getting too caught up in the past. It's your fear of success. That's what it is. You're afraid of success because you don't want to feel like this. And as always, you see it coming at every corner, even when it's not. The shadow of failure. It may haunt you, but it does not mean that it's even there. It's like, you know how everybody has that one chair in the room or something, and it's always got like a coat on it. We all have like a coat chair, so to speak. I know you know what I'm talking about. I don't care how neat you are or how orderly you keep your things. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And you look over in the dead of night and you think you see a person or something. You think you see a ghost. And it scares the hell out of you. Or like your closet door is a little open and you see a coat in there. Let me just hold this way so that it does look reversed when you see it and you don't freak out. Overthinking. Like when your closet is just a little open at night, you see like a coat hanger with a coat on it, and you think there's like somebody staring at you. It's going to be like that. It's going to be like that. It's not really there, but you might think it is. So, Virgo, it's going to be a good month. You will find yourself in the public eye unexpectedly. You will receive some unsuspected money. You may meet someone you certainly did not expect to meet and hit it off quite well. I cannot say for sure it will be like a soulmate or a twin flame, but it will be someone, and at least for a short period of time you will enjoy their company. Maybe for a long period of time. Depends. I can't tap into every single person individually, but I have a good feeling about them. If nothing else, they will be a wonderful friend, and I think you could use that support right now, Virgo. Especially with all that imposter syndrome, having a little cheerleader next to you will be quite nice. So, if you've stuck with me this far, I appreciate it. I thank you for your time. It was an honor to read for you. If you're new here, or you're returning and haven't done so already, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel so I may see you again. If you would like a personal reading, for any particular reason. Nothing is too big, nothing is too small. I read for someone who's asking if they would find a cat that they liked at a specific shelter. So, again, nothing is too big or too small or too strange. My email is in the description box. You're very welcome to send me a message or just send me a message saying hello. I will gladly respond and say hello in return. And that's what I have for you for the month of March. So, be excited and not anxious. Although, for many of you, I don't know why I'm trying to say that. We all know how it works. Especially if you're a Virgo rising. I find that Virgo risings tend to freak out more easily. So, again, that's what I got for you. It was fun. Thank you. Bye!